Right, okay. I think that's everyone, right, Jack? Cool. If anyone else turns, I don't think anyone else is turning up, right? We've got yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got everyone, but if anyone does, just point them down this way, okay? Right, okay, everyone should be, yeah, okay, everyone's here. Good, good, good. Here to talk about an expansion or something, I don't know, but, right, oh, okay, I suppose I'll stand here. I do want to have a look at this map real quick, let's have a look, okay. So, right, we've got Hillbourne. Doesn't really look like much when it's taken from above, but right, let's take a look. Okay, so we've got Gracy's trade store and everything. I believe that was an evacuation point, or so I've been told anyway, and then we've got the bridge and right, and then the bow. We could probably make use of that at some point. I believe that's a lighthouse. And then I've never actually... Right, okay. So, I don't know where the library is that I found Selena in. But it's around there somewhere. I believe it's actually right there. That one right there, but I'm not 100% sure. And then I know that this is the OPD. Olympus Police Department, which is where I found Skelly and the rest of them. Right, okay. And the hospital. Right, okay. So I'll just let them talk. You know what? Just let them talk, okay. What's going on then? Guys? I don't know. Okay, I suppose they're waiting for everyone else to be quiet, right? Here we go then. So, as you all know, you are here to talk about the next expansion. That's all though. What you don't know is that it's going to be the biggest expansion we've made so far. I don't really know much about this kind of thing, so I'll hand it over to Havok. Right, so, biggest expansion yet. It's going to take quite a while, and here's why. As you can see on the map, there is a mountain that swings around Hillbourne and along past the ranch until it reaches the sea. That mountain goes along for miles, and I mean miles. It stretches all the way to behind the hospital, up to the highway. It's an incredible natural border that stops walkers from getting here on that side. However, it will not stop people. I think, as well as the expansion, that we should set up lookouts on top of the mountain. This would mean that a few people would need to live up there, or we could just rotate the people that stand watch up there. That's completely up for negotiation. I'd stay up there. Is that so? You wouldn't mind living in a cabin or something along those lines? It's going to be absolutely freezing up there. You understand that, right? I understand. I quite like the cold anyway. All right, that's wonderful. We'll still need a few others to head up there, of course, but that's awesome. Thank you, Anton. Right. So now I've gone over the mountain, which in itself is a massive expansion. I now need to go over the actual plans. Now, many of you will know that this area consists of many places, but it has two main cities. You have Greenport, of course, and then you have Olympus. Olympus is heavily overrun. It was set up with a quarantine at the very beginning. People from many other cities were evacuated and brought there. The place, of course, fell and is now holding a couple hundred walkers at the least. Olympus City would make a lovely addition to our communities. Here's why. There's a museum which will just give people something to do, a movie theatre which does the same. There's many apartment complexes, there's a hotel, a few stores, the OPD, 2 churches, and a few other random buildings that could be used for whatever we see fit. Right, okay, Havok, I get that, but how long do you think this will take to secure? Well, under a month just to bring out and kill the walkers safely, then another month or 2 to secure the city and rebuild what we need rebuilt. So that would include removing any fallen debris, removing any fallen buildings, fixing the walls surrounding the city, blocking off the highway, or at least setting up a watch to keep guard of the opposite end, then just general cleaning, I suppose. Right, okay. It'll be great to have all that, but a lot of those buildings will go unused. I mean, I know back at Hillbourne, we have so much space. I mean, we're building new houses just to get people out of the cell blocks, but so much of the space is going unused. I mean, there's stuff we could find for it, but it's the same as here in Greenport. I mean, we've built houses here as well for your people, but there's still loads of space. You know, what do we do about that? I agree, they will, but if we were to ever come across another large group and they wish to stay in our community, we'll have the space for them. I'm going to be completely honest. We don't want Olympus City secured for the space. Yes, a few buildings will be used, but if we can focus on using Olympus as our supply city, then I'd say that'll be helpful. We won't have a need for any more chest rooms or anything, just put everything in secure buildings. Keeping all of our supplies in one place is an awful idea. I agree. If someone were to find out about its location, it won't be hard to get inside and rob us blind. Yeah, I agree with Rob and Krista. It's happened to me before. It's harder to find when everything is separate and hidden. I'm not denying that. Things will, of course, be hidden. Just hear me out, okay? Many of the buildings over in Olympus were businesses. A lot of them were rich ones too. When people are making a lot of money, they tend to keep everything in vaults, obviously. If those buildings still have usable vaults, that will be perfect for protecting our supplies. There's a reason why Gracy has put me in charge of all of this. I know what I'm doing. I've considered every single outcome that I can think of. I won't let a project begin unless I am 100% sure it will succeed. Of course, there's bound to be setbacks and problems that will occur, but we'll get through it. Once we have secured Olympus City and the general area, people will be able to go on walks out in the open without fear of getting attacked. You'll be able to walk your dogs in a large open area. Everyone will be a bit more free. If you need to go and clear your head without coming across another person, you could. There's bound to be questions, and I will answer them all as clearly as possible. You said general area. What's the general area? Right, okay. I'd like to point your eyes towards the map. All of that is the general area. Everything that is shown will be safe to explore. Now, the plan is to begin building the wall first. Once we have constructed the wall around Olympus, we can then begin to clear out all of the walkers inside. The only reason for this is because the building process is going to cause an extreme amount of noise. Therefore, if we cleared Olympus first, the construction would only draw more walkers to us, causing us to take 2 steps forward and 3 back. Does that make sense to everyone? Yeah, it makes complete sense. Continue. Okay, good. We're gonna need everyone for this project. All the men, all the women, possibly even some children. I know Gracie was against the children helping, and some of you will be too, but I know there are some able-bodied kids around here. I've seen them. You know, Dylan, Hector, Ollie, Reese, Corey, Owen. I know there's others, but those are the names I can remember right now. They are all able fighters, and we need all hands on deck. The children are not helping. I understand your point of view, Gracie, but they're not your kids. It's completely up to their parents whether they help or not. Knowing my Dylan, he'd be happy to help. Krista and Ollie and I will work together. We'll help. I mean, me personally, I can't speak for the people that aren't here, but I'm sure everyone will be willing to help out. You know, we've had to... Yeah, we'll have to hold a public announcement or something just to sort of let everyone know what's going on. We'll, of course, explain to our people what's going on, but I'd appreciate it if you could explain the plan to them in detail, like you are right now to us, because I suppose when it's actually coming from the guy that came up with the plans, it sort of makes more sense, and it's sort of, you'll be able to, if there's people that have doubts, you'll be able to reassure them that this is a good idea. Would that be okay? Of course. We can organize that after this. Is that everything? Yes. Ryan, I'd like to request to borrow your and your people's vehicles, if that's okay. Yeah, of course. This expansion is going to end up helping everyone, so we'll obviously do what we can. And Rob, would it be possible to use your truck also? No problem. It's there if you need it. Great! That's everything. If we have a change of plans, I'll make sure to inform you all. For now, I hope you all have a nice day, and we'll begin working soon. Possibly even tomorrow. Thank you all for coming. I have a few questions. I see. We'll wait for everyone to leave, and then you can come and talk to me. I'm happy to help however I can. Awesome. Suppose we need to head back. You know, it looks like we have materials to gather. Yes. Any stone, iron, coal, timber, anything will help. I already have a plan for how we can get a bulk amount of stone for the walls. However, I still need to troubleshoot a few things before I can go ahead with that. As I said, I'll keep everyone up to date. The project will hopefully, I said maybe tomorrow, but thinking back on it now, it'll probably begin within the next 2 weeks, maybe. Okay, yeah, that sounds really good. Okay, I think that's everything. Right, I want to have one last look at this map, but wow, imagine all of this space right down to the ocean and down past here, having all of this space to roam free. I mean, the horses and all the animals are gonna love all of this space. I mean, just look at it all. Wow. This really is gonna be something amazing. This is definitely looking like our future's bright. Really looking forward to this.